Hey everybody, today I'm doing a video on Sun teams in VGC 2020. I think that Sun teams are a very powerful and underrated archetype in VGC 2020. Definitely a strong opponent to these sand teams that are running all over the place. And I feel like you even see a lot more rain dance teams than you do sunny day teams for some reason. I think sunny day is great. Anyway, let's get right into it. Some notable mons. First, you got your Sunsetters with Drought. That would be Ninetales and Torkoal. If you don't know Drought, when they switch in, it'll bring about the Sunny Day for 5 turns. If you give them the item the Heat Rock, it'll make it 8 turns. Same as if you were to use Sunny Day. The Heat Rock will make it 8 turns instead of 5. But in VGC 2020, with the type of hyper offense that Sun teams like to run, I don't really think you need the Heat Rock and go for something else. But it does help with consistency. So Ninetales and Torkoals are your options for Drought in VGC 2020. Honestly, I think that Torkoal is a bit better. He's got better bulk and does more damage. I think feels like it, at least with Eruption. Yeah, he has a higher special attack than Ninetales. The advantages to Torkoal are, like I said, more bulk, slightly higher attack, special attack, and utility. He's got stuff like Clear Smog, Rapid Spin, even Shell Smash. Interesting stuff like that. Substitute, Stealth Rock, Will-O-Wisp, of course. But you're really just using him for the Drought. He's got Earth Power, which is helpful. Eruption does a lot of damage. Ninetales does not get Eruption. She gets things like Encore, Extra Sensory, Dark Pulse, Energy Ball. She gets better coverage, and she also gets Will-O-Wisp. But I think that Torkoal is a bit better because of the bulk. Also, he can help you out in when you're fighting against Trick Room teams. Now, in my opinion, you should have another Sunsetter, not necessarily with Drought, as they're both fire types, and you're going to want another fire type as an attacker. So I would recommend you get a Prankster Pokemon with Sunny Day. In my opinion, I like Liepard the best. He's got Fake Out and Thunder Wave and Taunt. You can get some good speed control, fake out opponents, and taunt them if you need to with Prankster. So I like Liepard. Whimsicott, you also see on a lot of Sunny Day teams, but he's another grass type, and I'm going to use a grass type. In my opinion, you have to use Venusaur. Spoilers. But, Tailwind support if you want it, but I like the Thunder Wave. Okay, next up, we have our Sun offense Pokemon. A lot of the times, you definitely want, in my opinion, you should have at least one Chlorophyll Pokemon on the team. This is going to help you with your water weakness, your rock, your grass weakness, because they're grass types. Your rock and your ground weakness. These grass types will help you with all 3 of those. That'll be your biggest problem when you're running big fire types and drought, basically. So, in my opinion, the best one, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, is Venusaur. He's got the bulk, he's got the speed, he's got the attack, he's got the moveset. Everything you need. Really, you're going to see a lot of Solar Beam, Sleep Powder, Growth, and Sludge Bomb. But he's also got stuff for Earth Power, like Earth Power, if you're having trouble with Steel types. You can run them bulky, but in the sun, that's not really what we're trying to do. That's something else entirely. Synthesis is useful, especially in the sun. Leafeon's the second best chlorophyll contender. He's got very, very high speed. Don't have to worry about anything. Really don't have to invest into it. And of course, he attacks on the physical side, which is a plus. He gets stuff like X Scissor, Body Slam, Iron Tail if you want to use that, and so on. Gets Swords Dance to power up, and of course Chlorophyll. Shiftry gets Chlorophyll and is legal in VGC 2020, but he doesn't get knockoff anymore, and he's really not viable. Heliolisk also gets Solar Power. We skipped Charizard. We'll go back. Heliolisk gets Solar Power. He's got Electro Web, which is really good with his high speed. You can get some speed control in. If your Chlorophyll Pokemon, say your Charizard, is out. Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse, Hyper Voice, Focus Blast. He's got a lot of good moves, and you can really do a lot with him. I wouldn't recommend you run Surf. Volt Switch is useful. Thunder Wave is useful. It's up to you. Arcanine is there in the sun doing Arcanine things if you want them. I'd recommend Charizard G-Max. It's the Dynamax Pokemon I use when I run Sun. Air Slash, Heat Wave, Dragon Pulse. You could put Blast Burn in place of Heat Wave for more damage on the Max Firestorm, but it's whatever. Moveset is a little bit limited outside of fire and flying moves. He gets Dragon Pulse and Ancient Power on the special side, and I think that's about it. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but Charizard's got, especially the G-Max, has so much power. You put him in the sun, you really don't need much else, especially with Venusaur covering him. I really like what Sun teams have going with Venusaur and Charizard on the same team. That's nice to see. Other mons you might be interested in, a fighting type to deal with Tyranitar. You're going to go up against a lot of sand teams, and while you can easily disrupt them, and that's one of the main benefits of Sun teams, you always have to look out for them. Rhyperior can help cover some of your weaknesses. Alongside Conkeldurr and Hitmontop, they'll cover Trick Room. That's why I have Dusclops here. You might want to run him in the back to counter Trick Room, or maybe run your own Trick Room as a side play. Something with Torkoal and Rhyperior, Conkeldurr. But those are just to help with some of your issues. Another one, we have Gastrodon and Maractus because they have the ability Storm Drain. They'll draw in water type moves. This can help you a lot. I don't really run them because the sun is already going to make them weaker, but it can definitely help you out if you're going against a rain team, especially Maractus, because he gets grass type coverage. Yeah, this is the team I run here. It works pretty well. I'm going to put out a video soon of me playing a few matches and actually have a series on perfecting my Sun team and going up in the ranks. So subscribe, like the video if you want to see more. We're going to make this a recurring theme. We're going to do Sun teams, Sand teams, Rain teams, top 10s videos on this channel. I haven't figured out a name or anything yet, but yeah, it's going to be good. A lot of VGC content, and we'll be playing on Sword and Shield, not just Showdown. But for now, it's Showdown. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.